Alright, today I'm going to be showing my surgery scars, and you can see here I had inverted t-incision top surgery, and that was 1 year and 3 months ago, and basically they keep the nipple stalk in place, so the sensation to your nipples is supposed to remain in your nipple, because if they do grafts, then sometimes they remove the nipple and replace it, but that means that where the nipple nerve was is not necessarily in the same place as where the nipple structure is, and so you may get sensation somewhere that isn't attached to your nipple. And so for me, it wasn't necessarily that I wanted to have preserve the best type of sensation in my nipple, which is one of the reasons I did it, but it's that I didn't want to have sensation somewhere that wasn't my nipple. So I'm happy with that. And you can see, if you come closer, I lost a little bit of the graft on the top here, which is just it's like a aesthetic issue. It's not as much of a sensory issue because it feels the same below and above for both of them. And basically I retain tactile sensation. So if I'm tapped, I can feel that. I retain pain sensation, protective sensation. So if I'm pinched, I can feel it hurts. And I retain temperature sensation. So if you put something cold or hot, I'll know it's cold or hot. But I did not retain erotic sensation, really. And the sensation I have is pretty equal to everywhere else, but it's a little bit less intense, a little number, a little toned down. And so if you put something cold here, it feels colder on my stomach or colder on my arm than it does on my nipple because the sensation's slightly muted. But I'm happy with the surgery. I had it done with Dr. Paul Steinwald out in Denver, Colorado, and that was a very friendly office, very non-binary friendly. And okay, yeah. Then I also had a hysterectomy without oophorectomy, and you can see here I have 4 incision sites. I have 2 over here. My belly button's an incision site, but you can't tell that. And then this one's the most visible because the surgical glue came off pretty quickly post-op. It wasn't supposed to, so the incision split open. And then it had a hard time healing, so that one scarred up the most. But that was exactly 6 months ago that I had that done. And the scars are still a little bit thicker, the scar tissue. If I were to squeeze this, it's hard. Whereas my top surgery scars, because of time and I did some massage on my own, just DIY. So they're very supple, they're like the rest of the skin, it's easy to pinch and roll them. Whereas these scars are kind of harder, but they're less visible. And as for scar care, I did scar away strips for a little bit, and I did a little bit of the silicone gel. And I don't know if it actually made a difference. It was more for the psychological feeling of I'm doing something versus just feeling you can't do anything about them. But I did that for a few months of each, and both are pretty expensive, so I stopped. But I especially like it during the summer because the scar away strips have that fabric, so it helps protect from the sun because you're not supposed to get your scars in the sun, so having that extra layer is helpful. And that's all I have to say for now. This is just showing my scars later. Maybe I'll talk about the actual process of getting each surgery. But yeah, that's it.